What about our pre-orders? Because they are open, Cal. These are the guys that are out of contract in 2026, not yet out of contract this year, but it doesn't mean clubs aren't stopping to go after them. We know about Zach Butters and his decision over the next 18 months.
Yeah, and I think it's more in 18 months than in 6 months. Can you tell me why Port Adelaide would let him go this year?
There's no reason for it. There's no reason for it.
People say it's about loading up while you've got contract hold on a player. Well, they have got enough money to match the bid next year and turn him into a Dangerfield Cameron type of scenario where it becomes a free agent who has to be traded to a club.
And I think more clubs are going to do that now that you can trade 2 years in advance. It's worth the risk of potentially keeping a player that doesn't necessarily want to be at your football club if you do match that bid to try and get more ammunition from a trade perspective, I think.
Yeah, so I don't see Butters as live this year as next. And of course the Bulldogs, of course Geelong, we mentioned this a month ago. I think both of those clubs are pretty obviously into the Zach Butters chase. And also Geelong is into the Harley Reid chase. I think they'd be the favourite if he does decide to look at his options this year. He's got to make a decision whether he does that, basically. He's got a year to go on his contract after this year, as we know, but West Coast has put its best foot forward to keep him. In the end, the Victorian clubs think that it could be live this year. Let's wait and see. Sam Walsh, well, everyone's coming for him this year and putting their flag in the ground for next year as a free agent. Does anyone really expect Sam Walsh to leave Carlton? He's the next captain. I don't, but still he'll have some significant offers. Graham Isey reported earlier this year, talks have started. Collingwood is going to be all over banking next year. Lock it in. He's going to be one of the most sought-after players, and the Pies are going to be right at the front of that race.
What about Jack Buckley? I reckon he's going to be in line for a big pay rise next year. He signed that contract, that 3-year extension, a few years ago when he was coming off the back of a couple of ACL injuries. So he's going to be one that's right in the window for more money. Dylan Moore as well. I mean, he's going to be an unrestricted free agent next year because we know he's already been delisted and re-rookied at Hawthorn, which is remarkable when you think about the way his career's progressed from there.
I don't think he gets to his free agency year. I reckon the Hawks get proactive.
I don't think they can let him, given he's going to be an unrestricted free agent.
And Zach Baylor would be the same. So in terms of next year, I'd say the Lions' MO previously has been to get these deals done and before they get to check out.
And Darcy Cameron, out of contract in 2026, talks are at a standstill there with Collingwood in terms of an extension for him. I spoke to him last week for AFL.com.au. He wants to stay at the Pies, but it's just whether or not something can get sorted.